So we're sterilizing women in detention camps now. We're murdering children with robots in the third world. We've got a Monsanto lawyer on the Supreme Court. We've got the greatest national debt of any country in the history of mankind. More people incarcerated than any civilization in history. The greatest wealth disparity in human history. Toxic water all over the country, not just in Flint. Toxic food covered in pesticides and carcinogenic GMOs and preservatives. And now they're coming for your air. The whole country is wearing masks for a virus that is less lethal than the common cold. We shut down the entire economy for this virus, which was man-made, in a lab that Dr. Fauci paid $3.7 million to. The police are arresting people for not wearing a mask now. And we're worried about Black Lives Matter and police brutality. I'm seeing newborn babies wearing face masks. They are literally suffocating infants and shooting them up with aluminum, mercury, fluoride, God knows what other toxic adjuvants. And the corporate media is only talking about two candidates, a guy who finger raped one of his staffers in the 90s and has dementia, and a crazy narcissist who cheated on every one of his wives. Netflix number 7 show in the country right now features 11-year-olds doing sexual dances. This is the corporate media you pay for, you worship, and you trust when making decisions about what to eat, who to vote for, and how to treat yourself and your family medically. Millions of people are homeless on the streets. Millions of homes sit empty because nobody can afford them. Every small business has been shut down, while Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's are experiencing record profits. And unemployment is lethal. It's going to kill millions more than COVID ever could. We know Lee Harvey Oswald didn't kill JFK. We know there was explosive residue found in the Twin Towers that was certainly not planted by Muslim extremists. And we know Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. And there's former NBC reality star Bad Orange Man practically making out with Netanyahu, who runs the country that actually did do all of that. And I point all this out, and I talk about voting for a woman who's in a party that isn't completely beholden to Lockheed Martin and Goldman Sachs. And everybody treats me like I'm nuts, like I'm unhinged, like I'm a psychopath. I went to the grocery store yesterday without a mask. The security followed me around the entire time, and a lady called the cops on me. I'm a perfectly happy, healthy, hungry guy who wanted to pick up a sandwich and a couple of beers, and I'm being stalked by security like I'm Osama bin Laden. And I'm the crazy one? You guys are talking about voting for Bad Orange Man and the finger rapist. You're watching 11-year-olds twerking. Most of you are obese, on mood-enhancing drugs, corporate pharmaceuticals, hate your significant other and yourself, and your garbage parents and garbage progeny, or both. You do some job that is just awful for everything and everybody, like being in the military or a cop, or force-feeding children a bunch of lies every day while they're locked indoors and forced to sit still and be quiet and have to ask permission to go take a piss. It's illegal to sing in Hawaii right now, and for most of my life, I've been a professional singer. But if you're not going to let me sing, I'm going to say what's on my mind, and I'm not going to shut up, ever. So go ahead, pop your Prozac and Viagra, roll over and hump your fat wife who's on Percocet, and go do your shitty government job where you're robbing all the taxpayers of their hard-earned money. Enjoy your kiddie porn on Netflix. Go dye your hair blue and set everything on fire because you hate the cops that you pay for because you're a good little taxpayer. Go wave your Trump flags and tell me to trust the plan. Because if y'all are the bastion of sanity in this world, I'm happy as hell to be called crazy. And I'll be damned if I'm voting for either of those douchebags. I'll be damned if I'm wearing a mask. And I'll be damned if you morons have any say in what I'm doing or what my kids are doing. You guys have crashed the airplane into the goddamn mountain. And now you're screaming at each other on corporate media in antisocial echo chambers about Trump and Biden, as if those guys care about you or your family at all. They don't. They're corporate stooges. They've been working for giant satanic money factories their whole lives, and they still are. And they're going to be after the election no matter who wins. And you guys think they actually count your little pathetic votes on those Diebold electronic voting machines? You guys think you have any say in your pathetic little lives at all? You don't. Netflix, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the Hollywood pedophiles control everything you see, hear, think, and feel. You have no power. And you're just going to go back to your comfortable little lives after this video. Maybe you'll post it on anti-social media where it'll be censored right away. Maybe you'll make your own shitty little video and post it on corporate media. But you're going to keep eating garbage and watching garbage and paying taxes to fund the continued Israeli genocide of the indigenous Palestinian people. And then be surprised when the world gets even worse for you, your kids, and your grandkids.